is MicroStrategy a good buy right now? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Value is in the eye of the beholder. That's absolutely true. So what ratio above net asset value? So if you calculate, for example, you see how many Bitcoin have they got on the balance sheet? What's the price of Bitcoin today? Okay, well, that's a very standard 1-to-1 ratio on the valuation of the business. But should it be worth more than that? And what multiple over that is actually a sensible position to enter that investment? Again, it's horses for courses. It will depend on individuals. It depends how speculative you're being. It depends how big a position it is. It depends how long the hold will be. All these different things come into play. For me, I think I'm looking at MicroStrategy as something that I would be interested to own in a small portion of my portfolio, and is a position I might enter about 12 to 18 months from now. If my timeline on the all-time high Bitcoin price for, maybe in the next 3 to 6 months is correct, I believe there'll then be a pretty horrible bear market for 12, 18, 24 months. And in that time, you're looking at how do you outpace Bitcoin? That's the hurdle rate, right? And that's why these Bitcoin companies are interesting, because, or these Bitcoin Treasury Co. plays are interesting. It's like, if you made your Bitcoin allocation, okay, well, first of all, making a 50%, 60% CAGR is unheard of, in particular with the level of risk that you're actually taking. In my view, Bitcoin self-custody is the least risky place you can have your wealth. So you're doing an incredible return already. Are you really going to spend a lot of time trying to actually beat that? In some ways, no. Just pack up, don't even bother investing, go and hang out with your kids, get fit, go on holiday, enjoy yourself. Whatever you might want to do with your time, go and do it. But if you have a bit of an itch for this stuff, you're like, okay, well, there's a new industry being born here. What if you get in at the beginning? I heard a comment recently about Peter Thiel, being a famous investor from the US, founder of PayPal, but made all their money in Facebook. And so it's like, okay, well, Bitcoin's chugging away. Great. But can we outpace Bitcoin? And where might we do that? And a Bitcoin yield investment in a Bitcoin treasury company on a public market somewhere might well be a way of doing that. Now, what I like about it is liquid. Unlike early stage venture capital, if that business, you should be able to get your money out fairly easily, basically. And so what are the multiples that are going to be interesting? Well, I'm not really looking at that right now, because I think, yes, there's every chance that these Bitcoin treasury companies outpace Bitcoin in this short-term horizon. Mania, FOMO, something new, pools of capital that are locked up that can't access Bitcoin itself. Sure, maybe they will all, jump in and really pump these equity positions, but there's going to be a bear market. And when that happens, how does a Bitcoin treasury company stay ahead of the Bitcoin price? In my view, what will happen is these companies will spike up, and they might well outpace Bitcoin for a period of time. But as the Bitcoin price drops back and there's then a bit of a bear, those equity prices are going to drop off a cliff.